Hi everyone, it's Vicky here today and I'm designing with the Hip Kit Club kits and I have a sketch this Friday and I've decided to use the free printables that we have because the January kit is late, so Kimberly and Kim designed these fantastic printables for us to use while we wait for them. So I cut out all the little die cuts and I printed off a couple of the papers. So I have a couple of photos of my niece's, well, she's not really my niece, but they're our best friend's daughter. She's our best friend's daughter, so she's like our niece. It was her 18th, so I decided to scrap those pictures. We were there when she woke up on her 18th birthday. It was lovely to share that experience with her. So you can see the circle that I cut is from the free printables, and that paper there is from the December kit. I don't end up using that paper, but that's where it's from. And then that strip is also one of the free printables. And I've got a large format printer, colour printer. I just printed them out and they came out fantastically. And then I just cut out all these little shapes to put onto the layout. They look fabulous, you know. They are very good quality and could have been actual die cuts sent to me, so I was really happy. And this can boost my stash because I can print them out multiple times. So here I am, just sort of seeing what I'm going to do, laying it out, you know, just trying to figure out what I want to do. And when in a moment I'm sort of happy with what I've got, so I decide to push everything off and start to think about doing some mixed media. Here we go. So I pull out the clear gesso and I put that over sort of the middle 2/3 of the page, I guess, and I let that dry. There it is, dry, through the magic of video. And then I pull out some shimmers. These are all sprays, the Vibes sprays. So I've got mustard seed, pop art pink, cotton candy, and well bloomy down. So I'm just putting all of those down onto the page, a bit of packaging technique, a wet paintbrush. The gesso stops that warping the paper too much, so I'm just sort of being liberal with the water. I'm not worrying about that too much. There's a bit more there with the blue. Okay, so I soaked some of that up with my towel, but it was too much, so I just sprayed some more down and you know, plenty of water, and dried it off a little bit. So I probably went down too far with that blue, so and I was wondering what I might do with that, but in a minute you'll see what I decide to do to overcome that. So some splatters with all of these colours just to add to the, you know, the depth of the mixed media. So here is where you'll see what I decided to do. I flip everything upside down so that the blue is at the top, and that overcomes the fact that it went down too far. I think it works better that way. So here I am assembling the layout again, just to remind myself where everything's going to go. And then I cut out one of the frames from this fantastic photo paper, fantastic paper from the December kits, and I just fussy cut that out and I take out the middle of it. Now my first thought is, shall I use it as a frame over one of the photos, but actually on the sketch there's an element at the top and the bottom of the page, and I thought these would work really well for that, just with a little bit of floral embellishment around this as well. So after playing with that just a little bit, trying to find a decision, I get those stuck down because I'm happy with how that looks. There we go, top and bottom. And I just cut the excess off. And so, okay, so I'm now starting the process of sticking everything down. So I stick the papers down, and I put some foam backing on the photos. And I use a couple of the die cut tags there just to put tuck in above and below the photos. And then I decided to do some stitching. So you didn't see that, but I stitched through the frame at the top and bottom, and I stitched through the top of the circle in sort of a grey thread just to match those frames. You'll be able to see those more easily on the final layout. But there you go. So then I start to stick everything else down. So the photos first, and then all the little flowers and any die cuts that I've chosen to stick down will go down next. And I just stick those with my fine liner bottle with tacky glue, and they stick nicely on there. Okay, so we're nearly finished there, and I'm starting in my head to think about a title, but I already have the die cut that says Celebrate, which I stick on. And I also stick some flowers at the top here, look, just there. But now I'm thinking about the title, and we had a gold alphabet. Aha, now I realised before that, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. We had some gold shiny stickers, puffy stickers with the December kit, which I thought would be great. It's a celebration, so a bit of gold is always good. And I do some of this. This is the Sunflower Shimmers original paint. It's lovely and shiny, and it works well for gold splatters. So I splatter those around, and I just dry some off a little bit with my kitchen towel. And here comes the gold alpha from the November kit. And I make my title 18. It was her 18th, and it seemed to work. So I just put that right along that stitched line, which works really well, I think. And I think that's the final layout. Yes, there you go. I hope you like it. I hope it gives you some inspiration to use the printables. There are a few close-ups for you to look at too. Please let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.